Good morning, everyone. I am Corinne Braxton, and I'm coming to you live from Bozeman, Montana. It's a nice, sunny, beautiful day. It's going to get up past the 80s. And today is August 15th, 2023. I can't believe we are almost finished with August. Now, I'm going to check to see if I can get my iPad on here. Let's just give me a second if you be patient. There, we found it right away. Okay, good. And let's see about the comments. Let's see if we can get those going. See who will be the first person today. Okay. Oh, we have some fun projects today, and I hope you all had a great weekend. So I feel like the weekends are the only time I get to spend a little bit of time crafting. I craft in big chunks anyway. I have so many different appointments. Hi, Stacy from Florida. I've been really busy. I had 2 MRIs last Friday, one on my sacrum and one on my lumbar. It was a long process, but it went fine. It's over with. I probably won't hear any results until September when I see the surgeon, the orthopedic surgeon. I'm doing physical therapy and all those things, so I'm very busy during the weekdays. Anyway, I have 3 fun projects to show you today, and I'm going to just wait a second. How are you doing, Stacy? Let's see if anyone else. Thank you for sharing. You were always so good about that. I always appreciate thumbs up, comments. I'll read all the comments later. Make sure you always set your notifications to be notified that when I go on. I always go on Tuesday mornings. Hey, Kathy Wilkerson from Bozeman. We're so happy to have you back with us. Hey, Levon. Anyway, it's always nice to share, thumbs up, hearts, all those things. Comment, that shows Facebook that some people are watching and are interested in the video. And then they bring it up quicker. Hey, Laura, good to see you. Where are you coming from? Anyway, I always appreciate all the comments, and you can talk amongst each other. That's great. And anyway, that's it for today. For the little business, let's turn the camera down, and people will be coming on, I'm sure, because it takes a few minutes to find the feed. Let's see, but we're going to start, and here we go. Close your eyes. Get this lined up. Hit it all. There we are. Hey, Mary Ellen, good to see you this morning. Maybe I'm zoomed in a little bit too much. Let's see there. These are just some cards to help me line things up. This week I have a Regal Reindeer class. We're also going to be doing this card, this fractured card, it's another part of the Christmas series. These 2 cards are actually part of the reindeer. They're all part of the reindeer class. And I still have a couple openings for ships to send out, or ship or pick up, porch pickup. Hey, Janet, good to see you this morning. But I have to show you this very, very, very cool envelope and card. This is a sneak peek, and it is fabulous. I can't wait to order more of these. It comes 20. This is a regular A2 size card. Hey, Linda. And you could actually, what I should have done was cut it off right there, and then I could have used the other piece. I could have just put it on some cardstock. That'd be really pretty too. Then you could make 2 cards. Anyway, this is in the new mini catalog. So today I am going to be showing you we're going to be working out of Scenic Wonders, which is such an amazing class. I mean, amazing stamp. I just love it. From California, Grand Coulee. And then this is a sneak peek of Magical Meadow. Oh my goodness, it is a gorgeous, gorgeous stamp set. And we're going to be doing a card with that. They're both very similar. So we will begin. The Scenic Wonders does not have dies or anything. We don't need, it's mostly distinctive stamping. So we will start. We're going to be making a card like this. I saw something in the Stamping Up catalog. I'll show you where the stamps are. The Scenic Wonder stamp is on page 100. And you know, it didn't just jump out at me, and I didn't get it in many orders, but I finally got it, and I really love it. And I do love the sentiments. Live your biggest dream. So glad you're in the world. Have a beautiful. I love that beautiful birthday. We're going to do something with this today. I'm going to make 2 cards, and I got the idea from the book, the annual catalog. They use the fishing paper, and I thought, oh, I've got a lot of fishing paper. Hey, Jean, good to see you this morning. And then, so that fishing paper is right here. It's called Let's Go Fishing. It's on 131 of the annual catalog. So, okay, here we go. This is the card. Do you see how it has some little variations of tree color right there? It has some birds. And then it has the inside. So we're going to do this card first. We're going to use we will use the Pebble Path base. There's the inside. I guess I forgot to label that. Oop, I thought I labeled the size of that. I wrote up the directions. These are all the pieces. Well, I'll just tell you. This is 5.5 by 8.5. This is 4 by 5 1/4. And then we have a piece that we're stamping on. It's 4 inches by 1 3/4 inch width. Well, that's not true. That's the Pebble Path, and that's right here. It's blending in with my table, and that's a stamping piece. So this will all be below. Give me a few minutes after the video is finished, and I will, I'll post those directions. This is 3 3/4 by 5. And what we're going to do, we're not going to glue this on quite yet. We're going to do our stamping first because we might have to cut some things off from the edges. Okay. Oh, from McFarland, Wisconsin. I don't know where that is, Jean. I'm from Appleton, Wisconsin, and but I don't know where. I went to school in La Crosse, so you can maybe tell me where that is. Let me get my grid paper out so we don't make a mess with everything. Hey, Bonnie, where are you from, watching from? Okay, here is my little piece, and I'm going to be matting it onto this. What we're going to do, let's get our stamps. So this is the fishing paper we're using, like that, and this is the back of it. I like both sides. The next card we'll use both. Okay. And we are going to be using some sponge daubers. I hope you all have sponge daubers. They're very inexpensive. They're you get 5 and they're $5.50 in the catalog. I probably have 30 of them. I have different colors. And my grandkids love to play with them. They love to play. And what we're going to do is, let me get my ink out and my silicone mat and everything. Okay, we're going to ink up the Pebble Path. This is one of my favorite colors. This is just a super color. I'm just going to ink the whole thing up. Do you see how it doesn't even look like it's completely inked up? Because there's sort of light and dark. Well, that's distinctive. And that's a type of stamp that Stamping Up makes. And they have a patent on this. Hey, Phyllis and Peggy. Oh, it's near Madison. Okay, my sister lives in Middleton. Now I've taken this is shaded spruce, and I just put this on my finger like this, and I'm going to dab these trees. I'm just going to dab them so they have just a little tinge of green on them, like that. And then I'm going to stamp. I'm going to just breathe on it. That. And there we have it. We have the Pebble Path, and then we have some green. Of course, you could do the whole thing. If you didn't want it, you could do it. You could do Pebble Path with the spongy, or you could do, and then the green on the top like that too. But I'm sort of a lazy stamper that way. I like to do things quickly, and I think this works really, really well. So there's our card, our our mat, and we're going to put that on there, on here like this. But let's do our sentiment first. I'm going to clean that on my chamois, and we're going to do this little, we've got a long, I always have so many little strips of paper from cutting, from my design work. When I'm cutting things, I'm going to use the "So glad you're in this world with me." I think that's a nice little saying. Here we go. And we'll close up our ink pad. Oh no, we're going to stamp our birthday thing. We're going to put that over there. And we've got this, I think we'll just stamp right on our white. This time we're going to stamp "Happy Birthday." Have a beautiful birthday. That's what it is. I'm just going to try it up here to make sure it's straight. Yep, looks good. There we go. And that is all the stamping on that card. So let's put it together. Move this out of the way. And bring in my silicone mat, my handy little tool. Okay, oops, my light's dropping down. It's all crazy what we have to do these videos. Let me see if I can adjust this light so it doesn't fall right in front of us. This is my little toolbox. I hope that's not too distracting for you. But I like to have my toolbox. I like to pull out things, like here's my bone folder. It has a slot for that, and I just put it right back after I use it. That's why it stays reasonably tidy, but not always. Anyway, there's that. Oh, I meant to do this first, but I didn't. But I was going to see if it needed to be cut off at the sides. This is going to go right to the edge, like that. I can't believe we are almost at the end of summer. Our grandkids go back to school. I'm going to sort of miss them. They just pop in. Like my little grandson, Bo, he said, do you want me to help set up for a class? They're going on a vacation, leaving tomorrow. And he said, I'll help you today. So he's coming over this afternoon to help me for my Thursday. Just set up the tables for the class. He's just so sweet. Last night, they came over to get dillies after they ate dinner. And that's all going to change a little bit when they go to school, I think. This one, I meant to actually put it on here and then trim it, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just trim the ends like this with little curves to little slant. So it's like that. Oh, it sticks over the edge. We're going to have to do that closer. I think we'll just do this, then we'll square it. Right next to the letters. There we go. It's just a bit crooked right there. Should have gotten my little paper trimmer out. Okay. Hey, Lisa, good morning to you. And we're just going to put this right here. And all right. Right there. And this on the inside. I love this Pebble Path. It's one of my favorite colors in the new colors. I hardly ever use the grays anymore. I just love this. This is sort of a brownish gray. And there's the inside. We've got a card that's almost finished. Now for gems, we're going to use these. These are the in color dots, the 2023 to 25. And look at this. I've used so many blue ones that I have all these colors left that I've started, but I don't have any blue ones. So I thought I opened up a new package. Well, I think what we're going to do is we're going to put the Pebble Path on, because we don't need blue for this card anyway. But I'm just going to put one right there. I'm going to put a medium one, and then a large one below it. There we go. And there is our card. All finished. Let's Let's put some Wink of Stella on it. We'll just put a little bit of Wink of Stella. That sort of is going to bring out that green too. Just real quickly. This Wink of Stella is getting low. I go through Wink of Stella so fast. Okay. There we go. And there is our card. Here was the first one. There. Oh, I forgot the birds. We'll do that. We'll stamp the birds. And because the card's not going to be complete without those. This is just a little tiny stamp. But it's, and you do, whenever you have a stamp like this with birds, you want to just gently, very gently tap. Don't press. There we go. That's plenty for that. On this one, I put them all on the right side. This one, I just sort of spread them out. Either way, I think it works out great. It's a fast card. Isn't that fun? That's okay. That's our first one. The second one, we're going to use the same papers. We're going to, today, in fact, we're going to use all of the fishing, Let's Go Fishing papers. This is the other one we're going to use. So this color in here is really Mossy Meadow. So let's try Mossy Meadow this time in our card. And this is, we've just taken, I've cut the paper in half. I had a 4 by 5 1/4, and I just cut it in half, and that's the reverse. So we'll do that. Okay. Here is the base. We're going to be a landscape card, 5 1/2. Okay, and then I have an unusual shape for, I mean, it's not unusual shape, it's unusual measurement. It's almost to the edge. I wanted just 1/8 of an inch to show it's 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And then we're going to be stamping on a small mat like this. I'll just set that right there. If you want to take a screenshot, you can. And then I have these, see, these are, well, they're not the reverse. I was totally, oh, this one is the reverse, yes, of the other one. So the checked, I've got the top and bottom measurements right there, and I'll have those on the screen after I finish. This time we're going to use a different stamp. We're going to use a stamp that looks like this. Isn't that pretty? This is in Misty Moonlight and Boho Blue. Okay, and this one we're going to, let me see once here. Let's do our stamping first, and then we'll put things together. Just going to set that right there, and we're going to bring in my grid paper again. I will really miss this. I have a little bit left. You know, it retired because our Stamparatus retired. So anyway, we're going to try the Mossy Meadow this time. The last time we did the Shaded Spruce. And again, we're going to stamp with our pebble path. I'm going to just ink this all up like this. This is what it looks like. Hey, Tommy, good to see you. Okay, now I'm going to just take my green. Let me see if I can find my green again. The blue. It would be nice to have these all marked for sure. I'm going to take my green. I'm going to dab it like this, and I'm going to put it on the trees like that. And there's a plant down there. There's another plant right there. Let's see what else. Couple plants. Wherever I see a plant, I'm going to really just dab it on like that. Okay, then we're going to huff, breathe, and then we're going to stamp it, except I can't see the, I'll do it like this, then I'll be able to see it better. Just like that. Give it a good press, let it soak in, and there we have it. Isn't that pretty? And again, let's do a little birthday stamp on the outside with, we're going to use green this time, Mossy Meadow. We're going to put it on here. Have a beautiful birthday. I love the way they've done this. They've mixed the fonts. There, oh, it's not real. Let me see if I have another one. Oh, wait, let's turn it over. That looks like a good idea. There, there, it's fine, I guess. It's not as dark as I would like. This, you know, this Mossy Meadow has been around. It probably needs to be re-inked. Whereas the Pebble Path is very juicy because it's a new color. So anytime we have new stamps, I think on the next one I'll show you about moving the ink a little bit. Okay, let's take our stamping pieces over there, and we'll get this out of the way. Here is our card. We're going to work on the white mat first, and then we'll put it onto our card. So we're going to put the bottom is going to be down here like this, and the check is going to go on the top. And we're going to just have a skinny 1/8 inch border. Whoops, I've got two of them there. There we go. So we're going to put this one on first, really close to the edge. And many of you probably like to use the green liquid glue because you have a little more wiggle room. I just find it's much faster. I love the seal we have. I love both the seal and the blue one. The dark blue is called Seal Plus, and that one is super strong. I personally I use that a little bit less. Okay, we're going to put it close to the edges. You're going to see a little bit of a gap right there. And now we'll take our ribbon. This is the In Color Pebble Path. And there we have our little pin. We're going to take that. See, this is a paper scissors. It barely cuts the ribbon. It needs to be sharpened. I have my ribbon scissors, but I just didn't get it out. And let's get our Scotch tape. I always like to have Scotch tape handy because this is, you can certainly use your seal or Seal Plus and wrap this around, but I really like the way Scotch tape holds it. I don't know, it's just my preference. And you can do whatever you want, of course. It's your cards. No, there aren't any stamping police telling us what we have to do or what we can't do. And then we're going to, let's put this on our base. And we're going to just put some adhesive down like this. This is a stamp set in the catalog that I didn't really think I needed. And then I started seeing a few things. And then I thought, I'm going to play with it. And it's so much fun. It's very, very fun. And I enjoyed it a lot. So this is going to go over here. See that Mossy Meadow works beautifully, I think. And then we're going to put this down here or up there. I think we'll see. I think we're going to pop that up with some dimensionals. I've got some big ones here that I just cut. I love these sheets. You get 6 in the package, and they're just super. I can just peel them up with my fingernails. They're just really super that way. And then we'll put another one right there. Hey, Nancy, good morning to you. Oh, now your husband's cataract surgery is on the other eye today. Oh, my goodness, what a deal. You have had lots of medical appointments also. Okay, here we are. Isn't that just fast and easy? Nothing hard about that. Let's put some gems on there. Again, we're going to use, well, let's use the, this wild wheat color. I think that would be nice. We'll put some of those in there. Put one right here, big one on the bottom. And then we're going to take 2 small ones and put them closer to the top. Put one right there. And the other one, oh no, I meant to do a smaller one. Let's do that one. I'll just peel that off. I think I can get that adhesive. Yeah, I can still reuse it. Oops, they're jumping all over now. And we'll do the other one right there. Oops. And there is our card. Let's see, one's here. We'll put our inside in. Have a beautiful birthday. We're gonna leave that. That's gonna go on the front of the card. You know, I just don't like the way that one is stamped. Let me see if I have any more of those. I have one for the next card, which means I have to do a perfect job. Okay. Oh, I'll just tell you what I thought we found out about the internet here. I am thankful it's been working so far today. I'm going to just restamp that. I'm going to stamp it in the Pebble Path this time, just because it's a little juicier. Anyway, I had the internet people here again, the smart home people, and there, that's much better. I like that better. Anyway, I've had them here 4 times since June. Anyway, they said we have Starlink, and this is the first time we've ever had that, but we're so far away from the road. It was going to be, cable was going to be impossible almost. Anyway, so Starlink is supposed to be pretty fast, but he said, oh, you need the business. Well, we found out that it's like 3 times as expensive, but my husband's going to try to look into it today to see if we can upgrade it to a little higher level. So anyway, so that's what hopefully in the next month, it will be just a hair bit faster, and this will not freeze so much. There's the second card. Here's the one I made before. I put birds in this one, but this one I don't think we need it. But it's almost like a desert, mountainous, like an Arizona scene. This one could be a Montana scene with these spruce trees and the water and everything else. Okay, there we have that. Now we're going to use this stamp set called Magical Meadow. And it is really a great stamp. I love it. I have used quite a bit of it. I'm working on let me see if I can find this. Oh, here it is. Here it is. This is the card I'm working on for a swap. I swap with some other leaders in Stampin' Up. Hey, Carla. This is the card I made for my swap. It's not all finished yet. We have to do 20 of these. So it's, but anyway, it's really a gorgeous paper. And that's coming out in the new catalog on September 6th, right around the corner. And here's the card we're going to make today. And it's very similar, another distinctive, sort of light and dark. Distinctive that's the patented name that Stampin' Up has. It's just a plain card like this, but easy. So let's get busy, and we're going to do that one. And I have 2 embossing folders I showed that you're going to get to choose. Do you want me to use the timber one, or should I use the Snowflake 3D? So I have both of those already run through. They're both 3-dimensionals. So timber or snowflakes, what do you think? This one I did the timber. So should we do snowflakes on the other one? I don't know if you can see that very well. Let me see if I can get the light to, I don't know if you can see that very well, but anyway, I think we're going to use the snowflake. Yes, snowflake, snowflake, everyone's saying snowflakes. So we'll do that. And bring those things right there. Okay, put my little tools back in their little case. This time we're going to use, here are the ones that are brand new because I needed some blue ones. They were in this package. I was so organized that I had it all ready. Okay, this is the host code for August. If you're placing an online order, you can always call me or you can place your orders online. So this was just, actually this card came about because I was just stamping with all the stamps to see what they were like. Okay, we have a basic white, 5.5 by 8.5. That seems to be my favorite way. Here's the wood grain. It's 4 by 5 1/4, and here is the snowflake. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's really pretty. Very, very pretty. And so we'll just save that one for another. We'll do the snowflake this time. And I love new embossing folders. We have another one too. It's coming out. It's a Christmas one. And then we have snowflake, and then what did I use last week? Something that had that was, can't remember. Something that was coming out. Anyway, it was a sneak peek. That's what this is going to be, is a sneak peek. And we're going to use some designer paper that is 2 3/8. 2 3/8 is just a tad bit. Here's 2 1/2, and 3/8 is right after the 2 1/4. 2 1/4, and then 2 3/8. Okay, anyway, that's just, and then because that's the width of this, like this. Okay, and we're going to do our stamping on a piece that's 2 by 5 1/4, and then it's going to fit right over our designer paper. And put that right there. We're going to bring in our little mat so we can stamp. Now I better stamp on my grid paper this time because I'm going to be going off the edges. I'm going to start in the middle. This stamp is gorgeous. I'm not going to change it at all. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Hey, Kimberly, Judy, good to see you ladies this morning. Okay, we're going to use Misty Moonlight. Where are you from, Judy and Kim? Hey, Mary, I know you live in North Dakota. I'm going to ink up my pad. Let's just stamp it. Let's stamp it on a, oops, sorry about that. I'm just going to stamp it on a piece of paper once. See what it looks like. This also has a die. It's a little dark. I'm going to show you something. We're going to just clean off those edges a little bit. So, okay. I'm going to get my spoon out. I always keep plastic spoons up in my craft room. So for distinctive stamps, I should have told you this before, but my other stamps are older. But this Misty Moonlight is brand new. So I'm going to move all the ink to one end. Just going to sort of slide it all to this bottom. Okay, like that. And then I'm going to just wipe off my spoon. I can reuse it. I'm going to try really hard to keep my stamp pad on this end where I sort of, let's see what the difference is now. See, it's much lighter. It doesn't have that edge around it like that. So, okay, I think we're ready to do our stamping. So I told you it did have a die cut too, but we're just doing simple stamping today. So I'm going to stamp that up toward the bottom. I'm going to stamp it in the middle like that. Looks good. I'm going to stamp it again, and I'm going to put it right next to it, and half of it goes off. That's just fine. I always like starting in the middle. That way it'll look very nice and uniform. Okay, and we're going to do another birthday card, so that's done. And let's get our little, now, if you remember, the part that I did, all the ink is way up here. I'm going to use that ink for my birthday sentiment. There we go, and that'll be good. And now I'm going to, this is on the inside, I'm going to use this little one. I'm going to stamp that up on my drier side. Let's see where my card is now, if I can find my card. Here it is. Okay, we're going to just put this along the bottom, like that. And there's a nice little, you could even put it all the way across if you wanted to. We'll close that up before we, and then I need to move the ink back. And so what I would do is I would just go back. I always like to move it toward the center. That's what and you just, so that it'll be ready for the next time. And then just wipe your spoon off and you can reuse it. Just have some wet wipes next to you. And let's put our card together. Okay, oops, our little pieces. So we've got our, oh my goodness, it's getting so warm. I've got the door closed so I don't hear the outside noises, and boy, it's getting warm in here. So yeah, I have really, really big windows. I am really thankful to have those big windows in this space. It's very bright and sunny most days. Really enjoying our new house. And I'm enjoying the pond more than I ever thought I would. Let's see if this is going to fit pretty well. It does. We have my husband had this vision of having this pond, and it is gorgeous. We have the most beautiful reflections in the morning and at night, especially in the daytime it gets windier. We're going to put this just right, we're going to put it right down a little bit because I want to want to put some ribbon on, and we're going to use the, we could use the, what do you think? We could use the boho blue solid, or we could use, this one is called Misty Moonlight Inner Braid ribbon. Isn't that pretty? So we could, here's my ribbon scissors. We can cut this one. What do you think? Let me show you. So the other side is pretty plain, but like that. We could use that one. Or we could use the boho blue is this one. Like that. What do you think? Should we use the blue? I'm going to cut it shorter too. But you tell me, what do you think? Misty Moonlight, Misty Moonlight or the boho? Okay, I am going to wait for a second while you're doing that. I'm going to put some little, we're going to put this by the ribbon, and I've cut some little skinny strips. We also have those, the adhesive strips that are strips, but I want to put my ribbon scissors away so I don't use it on my dimensionals like that. Okay, and then I'm going to put another little skinny one. These are just, I just cut these just so that the ribbon can sort of slide between there. And there we go. Okay, what do you say? Braided, one says BC boho, Nancy Grossman, Misty. I don't see a lot of, let's try something. We'll do the different one. We'll do the boho this time. We did the Misty braided one last time, so let's try that. I don't know. I think they're both good. But let's put some, this is the way I do ribbon. I just take my Seal Plus and lay that down. And then I take my ribbon and just lay it across like that. I never put adhesive on the ribbon. I always put the ribbon, the adhesive. I put the adhesive on the paper, okay? So let me see what's here. Let's get my bigger scissors out. We're gonna give this a little snip. Like these go different ways, like that. And there's our card. We need to have a gem or two on there. Let's see once. We're going to put, so how many of you have that Scenic Wonder stamp? I think it should be a good one for your list. And I love this one. The paper is gorgeous for this suite. And let me see once. And I think you will really enjoy it. But I wanted to use something that this is the current, the fishing paper is current and everything, but this is something new. Let's add a little wink of Stella to these trees. What stamp set is this? This is one that's coming out in September called Magical Meadow. So I'm going to add some. Yeah, it's a bundle. And I'm going to just put some of these, darken some of these trees. I love the way this stamp is. There's a, in the paper, there's lots of pebble path. There we go. Isn't that pretty? And here was the other card with the braid. So you really have a nice, oops. What happened to us here? Sorry about that. I don't know if somehow I got turned around. You were looking at my ceiling. These are the cards. Oh, goodness. So this is the braided one. This is the boho. Hey, Corrine, Peggy. My camera flipped. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. Anyway, the name of the stamp that's coming out, the brand new one, is called Magical Meadow, and it has the dies to go with it. So those are all of our cards from today. The beautiful birthday with the Magical Meadow. We did this one. And we did this one. Isn't that fun? Okay, I'm going to show you. We're going to, I'm going to put that away. I'll just show you the paper real fast, okay? I think we have a few minutes. So, this is the, hey, Mary Jane, this is the paper that I think is Really, really neat. It has these deers. This is another distinctive look. It has some, like the one I just stamped. You can see the outline of the deer. You would cut this across and you could use it. It's just beautiful paper. This is the other side. Here's the one I'm using for my swaps. There's the other side of that. And this one is exquisite. Oh my gosh, just so pretty. It looks like they dropped salt on this or something, or snowflakes. Let's see if I can get that moved out of the way. Oh, here's that one. And then we have this one. I think maybe they watercolored it. I'm not sure. But it's in beautiful paper. And this one, oh, this one, I have so many ideas for this card, or this paper. I have it. Thank you. I appreciate that, Levon. Thank you, Carla. And I think that's, oh, there's one more here. And this is it. But isn't that pretty paper? Oh my goodness. You remember that one of the best things about being a demonstrator is we get to pre-order. So that's how I get these things, because demonstrators pre-order. And plus we get 20% off. Hey, Pam, thank you very much, Gail. Let's flip the camera around. And here we go. I don't know how it flipped before, but anyway. Oh, yeah, it is just gorgeous paper. Anyway, the best deal is always to become a demonstrator. And I would really love you, if you don't have a demonstrator, or if you are not a demonstrator and you would like to get a discount and get things early like this, then I would love to have you on my team. So I have girls from all over the United States. I have some that are local, within 50 miles, and then I have probably 2/3 of them that live in other states. So, oh, good. I'm so glad that some of you have ordered this paper if you are a demonstrator. You will love it. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much. I will see you next Tuesday at our usual 10 o'clock Mountain Time. Thank you, Stacy. I appreciate that. I appreciate you sharing. If you haven't shared or thumbs up or made your notifications to be notified when I go live, please do that, because that is really helpful. And then you'll know what time it is too. So thank you so much, friends, and I sure appreciate you watching. Thanks. See you next week. Bye.